What's good, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Christian here again with another video, and this is an intervention. Okay, I have to make this video because DP battle players are in denial. Okay, I went to the most recent Alwuhu stream to get his thoughts on the new patch, and I'm just watching otherwise smart players that are skilled in DP just filling their teams with low DP fodder still. Okay,
new pack 99. He was top 50. He was top 50 in pre-patch, and whenever I fought him, it was pretty good matches. They were close. Look how badly I destroy him with 8 DP character. Look, I barely comboed him. 10k damage already. And people were like, "Oh, I'm tired of low DPs." No, low DPs, it's fine. Honestly, what happened to them? They're still meta. It's the mid DPs. This 5 DP Broly, he's getting belted. Like, this guy's not running a high DP character, so I'm just gonna mow through his team.
And if you don't know, the rules for DP battle have completely changed drastically. Okay, damage bonuses for high DP characters have been increased, basically incentivizing people to pick smaller 3-man teams or 2-man teams with stronger characters. But for whatever reason, I still see players putting trash 2 DP characters on their teams and opting to start in base with characters like Gohan as their lead, when those characters basically get breathed on and they die. Okay, so I decided I need to make this video to explain that the old format is dead, guys, and we have to adapt, okay? You can't be clinging to the old meta. It's time to scrap those teams and start over, and this video is gonna help you to do that, okay? So number one rule, okay? Teams above 3-man teams are not viable anymore. If you're making a 4-man team or a 5-man team right now, you're basically just throwing the match, okay? So unless you get absolutely blessed by the super counter gods, that team is not surviving to win condition, because more than likely you have a bunch of squishy trash characters in your team that can't hang in this meta, okay? So number 2 rule, base forms are trash now. DP value is the most important thing to determine viability, and you starting in base and having to invest so many skill points to get any damage out of your characters when they take boatloads of damage is just not ideal, okay? So stop starting in base, okay? As you see here, I'm running SS3 GT Goku from the start, and I'm transforming as quickly as possible to get to 8 DP. At most, you want to be 1 transformation away from max, and only if you need to opt for the lower form to fit the character on your team, okay? So number 3 rule, transformations decide viability, okay? If your character can't grow in DP during the match and get to at least 8 and above DP, the character might not be viable anymore, guys. For example, SS4 Vegeta here used to be trash for DP. No one was picking SS4 Vegeta. He was in purgatory, but now that we moved away from the stall meta and we could pick smaller teams, starting at 8 DP and being able to go to 10 is extremely powerful, and he can melt through a lot of characters from the start of the match, and once he gets to 10, he's just putting away characters left and right. So do I think he'll be meta? No, but it at least makes him very viable and usable in this new game mode, okay? And that's the one thing I want to mention. I've seen people say that this rendered half the cast useless, but in the old DP, character diversity wasn't exactly the best anyways, okay? So if anything, this change just skewed the preference to already transformed characters and characters that were in the 7 to 8 DP purgatory, like I used to mention, that basically wouldn't see use on most people's teams, okay? Okay, number 4 rule. Stop caring about the dang win condition, okay? Alwuhu was saying that low DP characters basically supposedly are meta because of the win condition, but honestly, guys, I might be wrong about this, but I don't think we're gonna be seeing the timeout screen as often as he thinks, okay? In his example, he basically melted a 5-man stall team with 1 character, and when players start adapting, they're just gonna match your 2-man team with their own 2-man team, and that's just not enough bulk to last to win condition. And guess what? That's how it should be, okay? Playing to timeout every game is just bad game design in my opinion, and the devs are trying to get y'all to forget about the dang win condition and just focus on ending your opponent, okay? A lot of the reason why DP battle was so unpopular in the first place was how unsatisfying it was to win by timeout all the time. So now hopefully we could do away with that and play an actual fighting game. And again, like I said in my last videos, I understand why DP players don't like that, but for the good of the game, this change needed to happen, and it needed to be drastic, like I said, okay? So now, can it be refined further? Yes. Should the 10 DP characters be so overwhelming at the top of the scale of the game? Not really. But the game will get there, okay? We just need some time. Like, everybody wants to react so fast to the changes, but this is a new game mode and it needs time to develop. It needs time for people to test stuff out. But for now, just stop picking base Gohan on a 5-man team, guys. It's not good anymore, and it's holding back DP battle from evolving into what it's supposed to be or what it could be, which is basically a 2v2 mode or a 3v3 mode that's more dynamic, and it focuses on ending your opponent as it should have been from the start. So let's talk about this team right here real quick. This is a 7 DP lead. I got SS3 Goku as my lead and Vegeta SS4 in the background, and the goal of this team is to obviously fuse into Gogeta during the match. So the first step is to transform to SS4 Goku like you see here as soon as you are able, really. And once you have the switch timer accrued with SS4 Goku, then you'll switch to Vegeta and fight till you have the 4 skill points and you get the fuse into SS4 Gogeta. Now obviously this team is not competitively viable in my opinion, simply because it requires 2 transformations to get only one 10 DP character, when you could just pick Base Gogeta and go blue with 1 transformation. But a team like this would have been hot garbage in the old DP battle, and now you can do stuff like this in quick play and get dubs, which is great for the game in my opinion. Singles players who like SS4 Goku, for example, might love playing this team, since you basically get to fight freely with SS4 Goku, since you're going to be combining health bars with Vegeta later on. And SS4 Vegeta is a pretty good character. He has a hard time in neutral because he doesn't have flying kicks, but he hits like a truck in this new DP battle system and has explosive wave as well. And as a duo without fusing, they are somewhat viable, but if the opponent has a 10 DP character, because 10 DP characters are so strong, you're gonna have to fuse to match them in power, okay? And that's the thing about this new DP battle. It's almost there, but it needs a little bit more refinement before we can say that it's a finished game mode, okay? 10 DP characters are just way too broken at the moment, and I agree with Alwuhu that that's the case, but that can be easily fixed if you just add a diminishing return to DP bonuses at the top of the scale, okay? For DP values 7 and above, the bonus should increase less and less. So for my math nerds out there, that's called an asymptotic curve, okay? Meaning the DP bonus doesn't increase in a linear fashion. It approaches a max, but as you get to the top of the scale, you'll see the difference between a 9 and a 10 DP would be more similar than, for example, a 4 and a 5, okay? And in my opinion, that would fix DP battle right now. So maybe for the next change to DP battle, we can get something like that. But for now, let's just enjoy finally having a new game mode to sink our teeth into and figure out new metas and new teams and finally have some new content in the game. And also, give me a sub, because what other channel is giving you math lessons while talking about Dragon Ball, okay? No other channel is doing that, so go ahead and give me a sub, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.